What are you most proud of the team during this run?
Uh, just everybody coming together and playing well. Everybody's playing at a high level. Most impressive thing I think last game and throughout a lot of these games, you look up at the score, little thing on the corner, and you see guys plus 15 points, plus 5 assists, uh, and it's multiple guys. And it's just a testament of us playing well together and moving the ball and us buying in.
Well, how dangerous is it? You guys had 19 or 5 guys scored 19 points last game, right? How dangerous is it? Kind of what does that do when you're able to throw out a lineup like that everyone can score, everyone can do everything?
It just makes it hard for defense to prepare for us. Everybody on the floor is at a point of attack and in their strengths. Definitely makes other teams, makes us tough to defend and, helps us offensively get into a flow in the game.
What does this day mean to you? You've been part of the NBA for a while now, and they've celebrated Martin Luther King Day since its inception, back in '86. Is there a special feeling playing on this day?
Yeah, for sure. I think we learned about that from, since we've grown up in school. I didn't, have a chance to, see that like a lot of guys have. That's still around. But his change and everything still to this day means a lot. You see it in our world every day how we all continue to come together, and his dream still stands alive.
Do you help educate some of the younger players that maybe the first couple of years in the NBA that maybe haven't, I don't know, not paying attention to this day, but it really comes into focus? Are you consider yourself maybe like a role model in that sense?
Yeah, I think so. We just all kind of talk about it. That was the first thing we mentioned in today's film session. And we asked Keontae what it was, and he knew the answer. And so I think we all really educated on this day and what it means to us as a community and as human beings.
Do you think it's even more important to celebrate in Utah where there's not a large black community?
Mm-hmm.
And you played in other areas where there are. Do you think it's even more important to really focus on this day and the meaning behind it?
For sure. I think a lot of it is just education in this state. The community period. I think you see a lot of that. But even with that being said, I think we still come with a lot of change, and we see how throughout these years how Utah has changed in terms of diversity and how people are coming together. So let's just continue to take steps forward on education and us coming together.
He's going to ask you a question from experience. Not every impactful player or a great player like yourself is open to coming off the bench.
Right.
Why is that, and what does it take as a player to embrace that role? Because it's not necessarily easy to do.
Yeah. I think for me it's just kind of how can I impact the game. I see myself as a starter, really good player in this league, a guy that really affects games throughout my career. But for me, it's just a sense of awareness of myself and knowing what I could do, and that's opportunity in the minutes I get. I think me coming off the bench has changed my stretch a lot, where I do see a lot of the game early, sitting on the sideline, and then I'm in for a majority of the rest of the game in terms of finishing and finishing the halves and stuff like that. So I'm able to see the game in full and really feel it. But I think as personally, definitely takes some maturity and strength as a human to just take that role and really run with it and be effective.
So back when I was asked to come off the bench, a couple of guys were asked, and they said, no, I'm not going to do
Right,
that.
for sure.
Right. So was it a conversation? Is that something that Coach came to you? Did you go to him at a certain point? Did you guys get together and say, this is what the team needs?
I think When I first started coming off the bench, it was kind of the same situation, you had, and that was with previous teams. And then coming here, being a starter, and then, this time it was like, Will was like, you want to stay there? When I came back from injury, and I was just like, man, I'm fine with it. We winning. We got a good flow. And yeah, let's just keep this thing rolling. Whatever it's whatever. And, as long as we winning, and it's helping the team, I'm all for it.
Just a reminder, you're one game away.
Yeah, exactly. I had hold on. One game I did have it, and it was like, I think I had like 27, and I missed like 2 threes after that. I was like, man,
So
it came over. It was like, yeah,
one game away is
one more.
all-time record.
I got you.
2 games away of passing. So
Yes, sir. Got you. Appreciate it, T.